The Roman Empire dominated 3 continents for over 1,000 years, but they didn't do it through brute force alone. The real weapon was their army's strategy. Today, we'll uncover the craziest, smartest, and most disturbing tactics the Roman military ever used. You're not ready for how deep it goes. Let's start with the backbone of Roman warfare: discipline and formation. Their most iconic, the testudo Latin for tortoise. Rows of soldiers locked their shields together in every direction, creating a human tank. From above, shield roof. From the front, solid wall. Nothing got through. Not arrows, not rocks, not fire. But they didn't stop there. Roman legions used the triplex, acaesa, 3-line formation designed to rotate soldiers mid-battle. Younger fighters in front, experienced ones behind. And finally, the grizzled veterans triariate, the rear. When they stepped in, it meant, this is our last shot, and that energy, it often turned the tide. Their formation wasn't just smart, it was psychological. Enemies would burn out while Rome held the line like a machine. Now let's talk siege tactics. The Romans loved sieges. Why? Because they were patient-tanned, terrifyingly creative. Imagine you're inside a fortified city. You hear the distant hum of something flying overhead, but it's not a rock. It's a rotting corpse. Launched by Roman catapults. Infected. Bloated. Diseasely designed to spread panic and plague. Or maybe it's a beehive. Yes, Romans weaponized beehives. They'd catapult them into enemy towers, letting chaos take over while they climbed the walls. In the siege of Jerusalem, they built massive ramps, moved testudo formations forward under a storm of arrows, and smashed the gates down with battering rams the size of trees. But sometimes they didn't want to fight at all, so they tricked the enemy. Rome's generals mastered the art of fake retreats. They'd let themselves lose small skirmishes, drawing the enemy out of their fortress. Then ambush. Total collapse. The Battle of Aleppo was won this way. Scipio Africanus swapped entire troop lines overnight. So by dawn, the enemy was facing the wrong soldiers in the wrong place. Deception was Rome's favorite tactic. They'd build fake camps, light extra fires, and plant false tracks to look 10 times bigger than they were. In Gaul, Caesar used this tactic, constantly tricking tribes into surrender before a single sword was drawn. Speaking of Caesar, let's talk about his boldest move. In 55 BCE, he wanted to cross the Rhine River into Germania. But the Germanic tribes believed no Roman would dare. So what did Caesar do? He built a massive bridge in 10 days, crossed it with his army, and turned around and tore the bridge down himself. He didn't stay. He didn't fight. He just left one message: nowhere's out of reach. It's Rome. Victory through intimidation. Now imagine this. You're a tribal warrior. You march all day to catch up with the Romans. But when you arrive, they've already built an entire fortress. Because every night the Romans didn't rest. They built fortified camps, walls, moats, watchtowers, standardized layouts. Every single night, even in hostile territory, the legions never slept exposed. That wasn't just security, it was psychological warfare. Their discipline was terrifying. They marched over 20 miles per day. They swam in armor. They trained year-round. And before a battle, thousands of them slammed their swords on their shields, chanting to Mars, god of war. One sound, one army, like a storm made of steel. Many enemies fled without ever fighting. But Rome's tactics didn't stop on the battlefield. They played the long game. They studied enemy cultures, worshipped their gods, then slowly replaced them. They'd invite local elites into Roman politics, offer citizenship, marry their daughters. Then, one generation later, the enemy wasn't an enemy anymore. They were Romans, fighting for the empire, and those who didn't surrender, Rome starved them, surrounded cities, cut supply lines, waited years if they had to. That's how Carthage fell. That's how the Jewish revolt ended. That's how dozens of kingdoms simply vanished from history. The Roman army wasn't just a military. It was a system of conquest designed to destroy resistance and absorb everything else. Their tactics were brutal, brilliant, and terrifyingly effective.